Namaste, I'm Dr. Robert, and today my subject is Vitthala. I'm speaking about Vitthala because today is Ekadashi, and Ekadashi is sacred to Lord Vishnu. Many people have heard of the form of Lord Vishnu as Jagannatha, who is worshipped in the city of Puri. And many people are familiar with the Lord Venkateshwara in Tirupati and Lord Ranganatha in Srirangam and Lord Krishna as he exists in Guruvayur Appan, and the king of Dwaraka who is also Lord Krishna, etc. But not that many people who do not live in Maharashtra and Karnataka are as familiar with Lord Krishna as he is known as Vitthala. Where exactly this word Vitthala came from, there is difference of opinion, but I personally like the story that many people tell, and that is that Vit means brick, which it does in Sanskrit, and Sthala means established upon. So Vishnu, who was standing on the brick. And the story of how that happened goes this way. There was a devotee, sometimes he's called Pundalika, sometimes Pundarika, and he was living in the small town of Pandharpur, which is where the Vitthala temple is. It's in between Pune and Sholapur in Maharashtra. And Pundarika was a naughty boy, and he was doing all kinds of things that made his parents very upset, and they despaired of him ever turning over a new leaf and behaving like a good son, and they were very, very despondent and sorrowful. And one day, Pundarika saw the light, and he dedicated himself to serving his parents. And Vishnu, looking down from Vaikuntha, was very pleased. So one day during the upcoming rainy season, Vishnu decided to bless Pundarika with his darshan. And so Vishnu came down and called out to Pundarika outside the small shack in which he and his parents lived. Pundarika, I am the blessed Vishnu. I have come here to give you darshan. Come out now and you shall get darshan. And Pundarika said, Blessed Vishnu, thank you very much, but I am serving my parents. You are going to have to wait. Because my parents, I have made a vow, I've taken an oath, my parents come first, everything else comes afterward, even you, blessed Vishnu. And Vishnu was smiling, he was enjoying this very much, but he had to pretend. So he said, Pundarika, you forget that it is the rainy season and there's a bunch of mud outside your miserable hut, and my lotus feet are going to get all muddy. So what are you going to do about that? I am your guest, remember, Atiti Devo Bhava, make your guest like the god, in addition to Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, make your mother and father like God. So Pundarika had to think about it for a moment. Conveniently for him and for the rest of the story and all the devotees of Vitthala, there was a brick handily available to him, and he tossed the brick out the window, and he said, Please, O blessed Vishnu, stand on this brick until I am finished serving my parents, and then I shall immediately come out and have darshan of you. And Vishnu was, lo and verily, extremely pleased, and he stood on the brick, and when Pundarika came out, there was an image of Vishnu. He had already turned into stone. He was standing on the brick with his arms on his hands on his hips, and he had big makara kundalas, earrings shaped like crocodiles or fish, depending on who you talk to, and he had an unusual hat on his head, and he was looking extremely benign, and he was very clearly had blessed Pundarika, and that is where the image of Vishnu as Vitthala has come from. And Vitthala was the beloved deity of Jnaneshwar and his siblings, and the deity for all the sants of Maharashtra, Namdev, Gaurakumbhar, etc., who have sung, and Tukaram sung about Vitthala, and the Varkaris, who are the group, a special sampradaya, a special sect that believe in Vitthala, and who the Dabawalas, the men who carry lunch to people in Bombay, they all belong to that sect. Vitthala is well beloved, Many songs have sung about Vitthala, and because it is Ekadashi, today is a beautiful day to remember Vitthala. Pundarika Varde Hari Vitthala Shri Jnanadeva Tukaram Pandarinatha Maharaj Ki Jai.